Welcome to Question Everything. I'm Ty. Today we're diving into videos that have been making the rounds online. No hype, no fear, just thought-provoking questions. Sit back, stay curious, and let's roll the clip.
Oh, I got they ass now. This is the Piccadilly station in London. I mean, take a look at it. Looks very Tartarian to me, don't you think? Look at the stonework. Just look at that. Look at the dome on top with the antennas and so forth. Look at the round. That's a Tartarian motif. When you see those round windows all the way at the top of these buildings over here, Tartarian, without a doubt. This is the Piccadilly station in London. Now, I just want y'all to take a whole look at this, because all of this is connected to the subway station, which we're about to take a little tour of, because of course they said they built that. And y'all know if I'm on top of this, that means they ain't build the shit. They want us to believe they built this. And they did so in 4 years. The Piccadilly line opened on December 15, 1906. Construction began of the deep level tube line. It began just around 1902. They started around there. And then by 1906, they were done. So let's just say about 3-4 years, and they were done with this intricate map. Are you fucking kidding me? You gotta be kidding me. Cause ain't no goddamn way in no 1902 in London y'all were underneath the ground, organized. Look at the intersections. Look at this stuff. This is underground. Look at how intricate this design is. Y'all did not build this, man. You NPCs are out of control. Take a look at this subway system. Just take a look at that. Look, Piccadilly says it right there. Look at this. Look, let's come over here and look at this. Look at this tube system they got going on. Are you kidding me? Oh, yeah. In the 1900s, I was like, yeah, we're just going to start boring holes like we're rats in a maze underneath and, start making all these different tracks that intersect and run underneath each other. And it's going to be so organized because we're so, advanced that by the time we're done, it's going to look like this. And oh, boy, wait till I cap this off because they fucked up. I got a smoking gun up my sleeve that I'm going to fire at them. Wow. What great ingenuity in 1902. Wow, this looks absolutely amazing. It's so funny that 1902 to 1906, y'all are making your subway, and it's like, wow, this is so new, we're doing it. And then in New York, in 1900, 1901 to 1904, in exactly 4 years, they also completed their subway. So New York City was completed in 4 years and London was completed in 4 years, and both of them were completed at the same exact time within the same exact 5-year time span? Are you fucking kidding me? But y'all didn't plan for Damian Michaels. You fucked up. Let's go take a peek real quick. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, y'all built this in 1902. Yeah, right. In 1902. Look at the work. Look at the brickwork. Look at all the ceramic tiles all over the place. Look at this. Look at the extremely exquisite, intricate design. Look at the wall. Look at how that vaults out right there. Look at that. You kidding me? 1902? Stop playing with me. But of course y'all built this. I mean, who am I to doubt y'all, man? Who am I to doubt y'all? Y'all was so innovative back in 1902. May I please cook for a moment? So they told you they started building this place, this intricate design, in 1902. Look what's going on. Horse manure crisis. 50,000 horses daily, thousands of tons of manure. Look at this. London, rough 50,000 horses, transport. Look, health issues, accumulating waste, spreading typhoid, accumulating waste, just piles and piles of shit everywhere, all over the place. But don't you guys worry about that. They can't figure that out, but they can figure out how to make this. Let me continue. Just take a look here. Streets of blood, look, poisoning the people. Look, New York had its own problem. 100,000 horses. Remember, I just told you they said they built their subway at the same time. Problem came to a head when 1894, look, London will be buried under 9 feet of manure. Y'all can't be focused on building the most intricate subway system the world's ever known while you can't even manage horse shit. Then this is the kicker right here, right? This became known as the Great Horse Manure Crisis, 1898. Look when it was debated, 1898. When did they tell you they started this? 1902. Them horses are still out there. They're still shitting. You know how I know? Let's read. In 1988, at the world's first International Urban Planning Conference in New York, look, they tried to figure out a solution, but no solution could be found. It seemed urban civilization was doomed. So how the fuck did y'all build this when you couldn't even manage horse shit? Piccadilly line. Let's look at these construction photos. Yep, look at these guys. Engineers, look at all that hardcore equipment they got to make this perfect sphere here with these things going in it. And yeah, it doesn't look like they're digging anything out. Oh, it looks like they're building that. Give me a fucking break. Y'all building this that has perfect, like, laser sight 360 symmetry going all the way down. These niggas. Get the fuck out of here. London, you're a joke, man. Change your history books. Y'all ain't build no Piccadilly line. This is Tartarian. You dug it out. I'm gonna keep cooking you, though. Here y'all are again, London. Here y'all are again, NPCs. Just faking your ways into history. Look. Just rubble. What are y'all doing? Ain't nothing to build. All y'all do is dig shit out and find it. When I present these things here, I want to present them in a common sense manner, okay? They told you they started building this in 1902, right? You see how intricate the design is. You see what sits above it. You had to build these in tandem. They couldn't figure out what to do with the horse shit, with all the horses. They were carrying horses in carriages around all the time, and they couldn't figure out what to do with the horse shit. But they were able to build an intricate rail station. Now that I proved to y'all there ain't no way in fuck's hell any of these goddamn NPCs in London or New York City built any of these subways. They're all Tartarian. They just found them. Here's the kicker. This is where they fucked up. Pay attention. On this day in 1863, London's Metropolitan Railway opened, launching the world's first subway. Smoky steam trains beneath the streets, shocked Victorian sensibilities and inspired rapid transport. These lying-ass fucking NPCs. Look at this bullshit they're on. What kind of trains go through here? Exactly. Why are you on some wooden kind of taikoi shit? And bro, that ain't the fucking kicker. Look at this shit right here. This is the New York City opening in 1904. Remember, I just told you these motherfucking NPCs tried to lie and say they both fucking built their subways at the same time. While they were both having a motherfucking horse manure crisis. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, did y'all not realize that these motherfuckers used the same exact Photoshop station? Look. Oh, y'all don't see it? Watch me look. That's their 1863 London opening. Look at the wall. Look at the wall. Look right here. Watch. New York City opening. Same guys. Same hats. Same occult. Lying bastards. I caught you bitches. I got you bitches. I got they ass now. Look at that fucking wall. Got 'em. You dumb motherfuckers. Look. Photoshop. Y'all use the same goddamn subway for London and for New York. It's right there. I ain't take the picture. They did. Take a look. Ooh. London, you're cooked. Bunch of actors. Same subway station. But when the mind's blind, the eyes can't see. Piccadilly Station is Tartarian. We will be confiscating that. Enjoy your day, London.
This is where things start getting interesting, because what we're being told doesn't quite line up with what we're actually seeing.
Oh, we've got your ass. We've got your ass now. This is the La Sagrada Familia in Barcelona. And the people that said they built this, they didn't build it. This is what you call Moorish Tartarian. So the mainstream narrative says they started building this before Nelson Mandela was alive. They said they started building this before Morgan Freeman was alive, before World War I and World War II. They're saying they started building this at the last reset in the 1800s. So you're trying to tell me this took 141 years to build and you still haven't finished it yet? There's still scaffolding on the roof, brother. So they like to say the original architect suddenly died halfway through, and they rely on funding every year to, no, listen mate, don't lie, you haven't got the blueprints for this one. You don't know how to build it, because look how ugly and mash up the building really is. This is what you call melted brick. This building was here before the mud flood. This building was there when the Moors ruled Spain. And when you look for construction photos, all you get is something like this. This don't look like a building site. This looks like a reset rescue mission. So no, you man didn't build that building. The Moorish Tartarians did.
So we're being told this was built in the 1890s with chisels, hammers, and manual labor. No modern machinery. No power tools. Just men. Okay. Let's roll the next clip.
Let's just start here. This is red marble from Africa. Look at the size of these marble cuts. Look at these. The whole entire lobby, which is absolutely colossal, which you are about to see. I'm about to show you footage of a man walking through. When you see the size of this lobby and all this red marble, you're gonna realize it should have took a lot more than 7 months to build this building. Cause see, they're telling you it took a year, but then you have to add in winter. You have to add in the fact they told you there's 4 million bricks outside. I gave you the calculations. Even if it was 1 million, they would need at least 5 bricklayers every single day, at least laying 1,800 bricks off rip. While they're doing that, they're inside doing this. Open doors, closed doors. Look at that. Look at the work. Y'all know it. Come on, man. Y'all know they didn't do this. Was they sitting there with some... Who? I'm sorry. What building you know? Y'all didn't know that. 32 elevators? There are 32 elevators in the sky, clustered into 4 banks. Each bank serves different floors within the building. What? Then they put on this whole, as per Walter Chrysler's wishes, that old white guy, he put his wishes in there. You know, that's like the reinstall in your brain. Like, oh, Walter Chrysler. Oh, he was sitting up in his office with a cigar like, hey, man, make sure those elevators are running at 900 feet per second. That's why I be shitting on these motherfuckers, man, because y'all be lying your ass off. Y'all ain't touched this building. Y'all know nothing about this building. Y'all know nothing about free energy or nothing. That's why y'all ain't building none of the buildings. That's why you're not operating any of the buildings or any of the temples right now and or today. All you did was take the buildings and repurpose them for basic low vibrational shit like offices and office space. These are all lies. Even if you had a year and you didn't, 32 elevators? Do you know Tartarians will put 32 elevators in a skyscraper You ain't putting no 32 elevators. Y'all got problems putting 2 in a building. 32? 32. Stop it. You walk in, you got all this red marble everywhere. On the floor, he's walking on black Georgia marble. Those are red marble pillars you're looking at there. And this is going to get very interesting because I'm going to show y'all something on the ceiling they completely missed that blows their entire story to pieces. Because you'd miss it if you're not looking at it. And they show you the wall, they show you the murals. Look at that elevator. What? Look at that. Marble on marble on marble on marble on gold. Come on, man. Look, come on, man. Y'all ain't build this, man. I'll slap somebody. 32 elevators. Man, stop playing with me. 1928, y'all in there. Rushed on time. Winter right around the corner. And this is the doors y'all making? This is what y'all doing? This is what y'all pulling off? This is how we getting down. Come on, man. Look at that. Be for real. They, on a spiritual, energetic level, they ain't even close to this. Not now, and definitely not in 1928. Look at the interior of this elevator. And all the way around that elevator there, you see this? Mercury. Mercury, from his helmet, Mercury wings, if you look at it. Mercury. One more shot of that absolutely beautifully perfect, symmetrical door made out of like mahogany wood and marble and what? Come on, man. This was made over 100 years ago. Look at it, just sitting there looking perfect. We don't even make that. Very expensive African marble. It is clear that no expense was, listen to this NPC talk. No expense was spared. This is to try and reinforce with you, like, you're gonna see the African marble and go, oh shit, look at that. And they're gonna go, no expense was spared. Don't worry, we had so much money, that's why it looks this good. The random yet repeated patterns play off the style of the rest of the, y'all must be retarded. Yo, my people, look at this. What are you looking at right here? What are you looking at? If that ain't I don't know what that is. If that ain't an African king with a crown on his head, wearing a robe. Look, y'all sat there and watched that elevator open and close how many times and y'all didn't even see. Y'all didn't even see the entity right there. What do y'all think that is on the elevators? Who do you think put that there? Do you still think white people built the Chrysler building? You do, white people? I know you do. You're like, we built it. We built it. No, you didn't. Watch this. Look at that photo. That's what's on the wall in the Chrysler building. Look at the photo. No, take all the time you need. Take the time you need. See, people, y'all couldn't see that. And most people miss that because you're not looking for it. Look, what do you see right there? What do you, he's like, man, I don't really know what I'm looking at. What do you see? This is inside of the Chrysler building. You're going to have to ask yourself a really good question. Okay? White people who claim they made this building, oh yeah, it was the age of skyscrapers. Fucking cornballs. It was the age of skyscrapers and we were, there were Negroes, painted and edged into marble on the wall. Like, looks like he's like up there as if he's like holding up the building or something. Like, what is he doing? You can see that's blatantly a black man up there with his shirt off, with his head down, with his arms up, just like that. You can see it, I can see it. I don't know if you're them, are you these guys? Are you just sitting there like, yeah, man, we're gonna make sure we put these perfect African deities on the elevator, and then we're gonna draw this black guy up on the wall. It's Tartarian because it's a Tartarian building because y'all didn't build it. That's why I can be so blatant about it, and you can't say nothing about it, and you can't do nothing about it. Y'all keep getting mad going, hey man, you don't have to say the race thing, the division thing. Give us back our fucking building. You don't have to say the race thing. Call your public record people. Tell them they lied about the Empire State Building. Tell them they lied about the Chrysler Building. Tell them we built the building. I'm giving you evidence that they lied. Unless your white ancestors was like, yep, we're going to put Negroes up in there and we're going to put the deities on the elevators. I doubt they did that. The original Chrysler Building, before buildings were around it. Look at the size of those fucking trees. Yeah. Uh-huh. That painting's been there since the building was there. You see the whole building? You see that building, right? You see the way it's constructed? Yeah. Things have been changed around and stolen. You see that right there? Tartarians. They put that in all their buildings. It's actually in the Ellicott Square building in Buffalo. We'll go down there and show you. They always put this in their buildings. Look at how it sits on top of the pyramid. And I caught something else very interesting on the same marble ceiling with the black guy. Is this. You see, our ancestors left us clues. Look at this. What is he doing with this device? What is this young black boy or black man doing with this device? Is he operating the building?
What people don't really talk about is the materials. Not concrete, not modern steel, stone. Red African marble everywhere. Floor to ceiling, columns, walls, structural features. Even today, this kind of stone will cost millions. You know, they explain the outside, but the inside tells a completely different story. Let's roll the next clip.
Now, I've seen some Tartarian buildings in my time, but this one? Oh, this is the Alexandra Palace in London. Brother, wait till you see what's inside. Anytime you're dealing with lions, you're dealing with the Tartarians and the Moors, brother. I mean, come on. I don't think you guys understand the size of this building and how much this building is out of place. So for the people that have seen buildings like the Taj Mahal and them things there, this is similar because we are actually elevated. I don't think you know. We're in London and we're like bigger than, higher than everything. And underneath this, there's a whole structure. They just locked off the doors. Trust me, there's more to show you. Oh, so that one there, that's locked off. Can't get to there. Got gates. Excuse me, mate. You can't get to that one there.
Huh?
You can't get to that building there.
No, you can't.
That one locked off, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, cheers. Alright, let's see if we can go inside and see what's really there. Before I go inside, people, I just want you to understand, we don't build like this. I mean, look how, like, what is that, a door or window? Look at the side. I mean, sorry though, look at the comparison to this kid. Yeah, look how tall she is. And look at the rest of the building. Come on, brother. Look, this is how we build. You see the wooden bit that they've put around it? That's what we build. We don't build like this. Come on, bruv, who's putting up lions? And you see that circle thing, people? There would have been some type of natural energy conducting metal in there, something that we know as a solar panel. And again, that's London. We're higher than London right now. And there's still something underneath us. So for the people that understand the power of the sun and the power of energy, you know that never used to have the glass in there like that. They've repurposed that as well. You know what, I'm gonna have to do a part 2, because I ain't even gone inside yet.
Now, I've seen a lot of Tartarian style buildings, but this one really caught my attention. When you slow down and actually look at the details, things start appearing that don't quite make sense. Doors and windows in strange positions, sealed sections, features that don't seem decorative at all. This is Alexandra Palace in London, built on high ground, massive stone constructions, arches, columns, symmetry everywhere. And when you compare it to similar structures across Europe, the same design language keeps repeating. Not just beauty, but precision. Almost if these buildings were designed to work with the environment itself. And once you start seeing it, you really can't unsee it.
Where are the toilets? This is a question that people who start researching Tartaria and start looking into these Gothic style, Tartarian style buildings often ask. Where are the toilets? How did these people go to the bathroom? But I think we are asking the wrong question. If you take a look at modern day power plants, there's no toilets, no beds, no kitchens. Why? Because the purpose is not to house people, it's to generate energy. And when we look at these ancient masterpieces, we start to see similarities. Sky-high spires, copper domes, quartz windows, and intricate lattice work. They are all conductive, all resonant, and all perfectly designed to pull energy straight from the ether. These buildings were not designed for comfort, they were built for current. These were the original power stations, frequency-based, atmospheric, and self-sustaining. And we tore them all down for wires and coal. History wasn't lost, it was unplugged.
The mud flood is actually a worldwide earthquake. An earthquake that was so powerful that it liquefied the soil and civilization sunk. Destruction all around the whole realm. Think about like the Roman ruins. The Roman ruins had to be dug up. They had to be excavated. Easter Island and like the Moai statues, there was a time where people thought they were just heads. And then it was very recently, people said, guess what? They have bodies. And in some cases, the bodies go 20 feet underground. Said you go look around the Middle East, there's some gate in Iraq, ancient Babylon. The gate is like 25 feet tall, and it's literally buried under the ground in the 1850s. They had to dig it up. That is insane. I mean, that is insane. Like, go Göbekli Tepe. I think they said they only excavated about 5% of this place. Again, 20-foot tall megaliths under the ground. So what the modern archaeology says, their best theory is somebody buried their own temple. What? Buried everything? Evenly. Like, it's literally completely under the ground. It's not like a pyramid where people could actually cover up stuff and then there would still be a mound. It's like even across the world. Who does that? No one. Never. Why? Then you go to modern cities, and I think this is when it gets the craziest, is there's stuff buried around modern cities. Evidence that basements are like halfway under the street. They're basements, but they're really not basements because there's windows that are kind of at ground level and sometimes slightly below ground level. And then sometimes they brick them up. Sometimes the street goes up with the building. Like the windows literally disappear as the street goes up. That's weird. There's underground parts of every major city around the United States. Underground Atlanta, underground Portland, underground Sacramento, underground Seattle. All these West Coast cities with undergrounds, highly suspect. They seriously have built their cities upon older cities. What we're told is the people before us were more primitive than us. Obviously, they don't have the advanced excavating equipment and all that stuff. And yet it was very common back in the day to build things underground. Wouldn't it be harder to do that without all the heavy equipment we have now? But we don't do that now for some reason. When if you think you're more advanced than the previous civilization, well, it'd be likely that you could do the same things, except you could do it faster and cheaper because you have better equipment, right? You got better tools. But they don't do that. So I think that's what leads us to believe that we are on the other side. We are on the wrong side of the peak of civilization.
Now, when you start looking into Gothic architecture, you notice the same patterns appearing again and again. Massive stone structures, sky-high spires, perfect symmetry, buildings that look more like power stations than places of worship. Many of them had no original kitchens, no toilets, no living quarters. So, what were they really built for? The spires weren't random decoration. They were designed to pull something downwards. Energy, straight from the atmosphere. What some used to call the ether. When you compare cathedrals, palaces, and old civic buildings across Europe, they all follow the same blueprint, almost as if they were part of a global system. And once modern electricity arrived, that system quietly disappeared. The buildings remained, but their true purpose was erased from history. Let's roll the next clip.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Absolutely incredible. Wow.
So you want to understand more about mud flood? That's good. That's real good. Alright, listen to this. So, this is what you will see when looking for a mud flood building. Stairs that lead up to a front door, which is actually the second floor, and windows that are buried underground. Those windows underground are actually the same length as the windows you see above ground. And here's another mud flood building, and again, steps that lead up to the front door, which is really the second floor, and windows partly buried underground. And again, no surprises here, steps that lead up to a front door, and windows partly buried underground. And don't get it twisted, they've converted these into lower level apartments or basements, but if you keep digging down, you will see the original front door. You see, what they like to do is dig out as much of the building as possible from the mud, then convert a window into a door, and you'll always have steps that lead up to the front door or steps that lead down. Anytime you come across a building like this, you're dealing with mud flood.
Look at the destruction left behind. Entire structures buried evenly beneath the ground. These weren't small buildings. They were completely covered. Massive stone columns, tunnels and cities hidden below our feet. Even today with cranes and modern machinery, we struggle to recreate what they built. So the real question is, if we have better tools, why can't we build better than the last civilization?
The buildings back then were advanced. The buildings today are trash. They was made out of limestone and copper. Today it's just concrete and glass. These buildings had crystals and energy. These keeping your energy trapped. They charging an arm and a leg for these boxes. You must be think we just some rats in the lab. These buildings had sacred geometry. Sound vibrations was healing our body. These buildings don't hold any energy. Literally dead. We living in coffins, bitch. These buildings had domes and finials, pulling cosmic electricity straight from the air. These buildings got flat ass tops with no creativity. Damn, they do not even care. Like damn, what? These buildings was it for real. These buildings is shit for real. Step in these and you will get healed. Step in these and you will be killed. These niggas don't care how we feel. That's why I gotta go outside now and ground. Shit is to someone so they know the deal. I'm putting you down. I'm putting you on. I'm putting you down. I'm putting you on. I'm putting you down. I'm putting you on. I'm putting you down. I'm putting you on.
All right, we're gonna leave it there. The past isn't gone, it was buried. And some things were never meant to stay hidden. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And as always, question everything.